Hello, my name is Wendy Kane with your daily reading for January 29th. Today's reading is from 2 Samuel chapter 11. At the turn of the year, at the time when kings go campaigning, David sent Joab and with him his guards and all Israel. They massacred the Ammonites and laid siege to Rabbah-of-the-Ammonites. David, however, remained in Jerusalem. It happened towards the evening when David had gone up from resting and was strolling on the palace roof. From the roof he saw a woman bathing. The woman was very beautiful. David made inquiries about this woman and was told, "Well, that is Bathsheba, daughter of Eliam, and wife of Uriah the Hittite." David then sent messengers to fetch her. She came to him, and he lay with her just after she had purified herself from her period. Then she went home again. The woman conceived and sent word to David, "I am pregnant." David then sent word to Joab, "Send me Uriah the Hittite." Whereupon Joab sent Uriah to David. When Uriah reached him, David asked how Joab was, and how the army was, and how the war was going. David then said to Uriah, "Go down to your house and wash your feet." Uriah left the palace and was followed by a present from the king's table. Uriah, however, slept at the palace gate with all his master's bodyguard and did not go down to his house. This was reported to David. Uriah, they said, has not gone down to his house. So David asked Uriah, "Haven't you just arrived from the journey? Why did you not go down to your house?" To which Uriah replied, "The ark, Israel, and Judah are lodged in huts. My master Joab and my Lord's guards are camping in the open. Am I to go down to my house then and eat and drink and sleep with my wife? As Yahweh lives, and as you yourself live, I shall do no such thing." David then said to Uriah, "Stay on here today. Tomorrow I shall send you off." So Uriah stayed that day in Jerusalem. The next day, David invited him to eat and drink in his presence and made him drunk. In the evening, Uriah went out and bedded down with his master's bodyguard, but did not go down to his house. Next morning, David wrote a letter to Joab and sent it by Uriah. In the letter he wrote, "Put Uriah out in front where the fighting is the fiercest, and then fall back so that he gets wounded and killed." Joab, then besieging the city, stationed Uriah at the point where he knew that there would be tough fighters. The people of the city sallied out and engaged Joab. There were casualties in the army among David's guards, and Uriah the Hittite was killed as well. Our responsorial psalm is from Psalms chapter 51. "For I am well aware of my offenses. My sin is constantly in my mind. Against you, you alone, I have sinned. I have done what you see to be wrong, that you may show your saving justice when you pass sentence, and your victory may appear when you begin judgment. Remember, I was born guilty, a sinner from the moment of conception. But you delight in sincerity of heart, and in secret you teach me wisdom. Purify me with hyssop till I am clean. Wash me till I am whiter than snow. God, create me in a clean heart. Renew me with a resolute spirit. Do not thrust me away from your presence. Do not take away from me your spirit of holiness." The Gospel of Mark, chapter 4. He also said, "This is what the kingdom of God is like. A man scatters seed on the ground. Night and day, whether he sleeps or gets up, the seed sprouts and grows, though he does not know how. All by itself the soil produces grain, first the stalk, then the head, then the full kernel in the head. As soon as the grain is ripe, he puts it to the sickle, because the harvest has come." Again he said, "What shall we say the kingdom of God is like? Or what parable shall we use to describe it? It is like a mustard seed, which is the smallest of all seeds on earth. Yet when planted, it grows and becomes the largest of all garden plants, with such big branches that the birds can perch in its shade. With many similar parables, Jesus spoke the word to them, as much as they could understand. He did not say anything to them without using a parable. But when he was alone with his own disciples, he explained everything. The Gospel of the Lord.